Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Silvertron, and welcome back to the next episode of Titancraft Season 6 here on Tango Tech's Patreon server. And as always, guys, if you want to join me and this fantastic community, all the information you need is down in the description for Tango Tech's Patreon page. Follow the instructions, join us here. We are literally getting people all the time. It is truly nuts. I did not think we'd be getting so many new people kind of this late into the season, but the more the merrier, guys. It's such a fun time here. You will not regret it, I swear. I promise you. So we're back in the mines, guys. Back in the mines. We've been here a lot recently. This is a project that I wanted to kind of do and complete over time. It was a big undertaking to get all of this in here. A big hole, lots of more block placement. But since last time, it's maybe hard to tell, I added in some more texture to the walls. So before, the top portions were all in on these layers. And now I've added in some texture into the bottom. Hey, hi zombie. Hello? I've added in some more texture to the bottom bits. And it's looking good. I do need to, maybe not texture is the right word, maybe depth. Maybe that's a better word, depth. So some spots I need to fix a little bit, like there. That's not that great, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good. And we're just going to keep on working on this slowly over time. Adding in more texture, adding in more depth. I'm going to add in stairs and slabs and walls and different blocks, andesites, probably some basalt in here, definitely some cobblestone. So over time, this place is going to look good. As I'm going, though, I'm wondering whether or not this pillar is going to make an appearance. I still want to do some kind of crane thing. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it. I think if I add in the pillar that I was planning on doing, that kind of starts at the top and works its way down, or vice versa, however you want to think about it, I think it's going to kind of make this place a little bit cramped. I'm not sure. Tell me what you think, if you want to see it or if you don't. I'm contemplating it. I've also added in some storage for our output for our cobble farm, which we have not been using. We're not at that point yet, which actually brings me to another point. Let me show you something on Kash kind of pointed it out to me on why I really didn't need to build any of this. So after the last few episodes, hi puppers, Kash didn't know I was doing that stuff back there. She didn't know I was making the cobblestone farm. She didn't know I was making the blast chamber. And then she watched those episodes, and she, we got in chat. She goes, hey, you didn't need to do that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, we have a ton of stone. And I'm like, no, we don't. And she's like, yeah, we do. And then she showed me this that I completely forgot about. Like, I don't know how I forgot about this. This is our storage system, our bulk storage, from when we initially dug this big hole way back when. This big 101 by 101 hole, high mine carts down there. Yeah, I mean, I always known this was here, but I kind of didn't put two and two together that the storage up top, we had the storage down below, and it is, like, filled oh so much with stone. All the stone. I don't even know how much I have. So I goofed a bit, guys. I did need to do all that work. I have all the stone. All the stone in the world. I dug like 1 million of it, easily over 1 million, and then I didn't need the basalt because I've dug even more of that. So yeah, I did a project I didn't need to do, but that's fun. At least it's being good. It's being put to good use, guys. It's being put to good use. Let me head back up and outside, out of the darkness that is the underneath, and I'll show you what I've been up to with regards to our mountain. So when I last showed you guys the mountain in the last episode, this is what we had. The north side was done. Since then, Kash has actually been helping me a ton. I didn't think she was going to, but she has. And now this eastern face is done. It's done, minus that guy. That guy right there. He's kind of getting in the way. Let me go out and show you guys this wide shot, because it is starting to look really, really impressive. Yeah, I skipped the bottom bits because they annoy me a little bit, so I'll come back through later on and do that. For this side, though, I had this kind of thought, like, I wanted this to be a bit more of a sheer, not completely sheer, but definitely a steeper angle, and I was thinking maybe like a landslide happened, so eventually I'm going to come back through and put like gravel down and a lot more cobble kind of on the floor, like the rock face has kind of not eroded away, but fell away. But sadly, our cable guy statue is gonna have to go. I've actually been working on the other side of him just to kind of show you guys one last look at the guy, because I'm gonna be tearing him down momentarily. He's just, yeah, he's in the way, sadly. I do have an idea, potentially for the future, to reintroduce a cable guy statue hidden somewhere in our base. But sadly, yeah, this one's gonna have to go. He's in the way. He's a big statue, and sadness. I did also have to remove all the chicken statues that were around here. He thought he was putting them far enough away because he knew the mountain was gonna be coming. But no, I went big. I went very, very big. We will be able to keep at least one of them, but this guy might have to go as well, depending on what I do on this side. Next, though, we're going to eventually be working on this southern side, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what I was planning on doing here and how I'm going to change those plans. So initially, this kind of area here was going to be like a valley that led up to our gate, which is now gone, by the way. We finally tore it out. And as I was looking at the mountain, I was trying to get a line from kind of down there, and it was just going almost straight up. So what I've decided to do is bring it down out over here to where it meets up with Sham's little logging camp. And then this valley is now going to be a tunnel. So somewhere over here is going to be like the entrance, and then it just wind in slowly and meet back up with the kind of main area of our base. I think it'll look good. It'll be a lot of work, but, you know, that's fine. I am completely fine with it because it'll be a better result in the end. But now I'm going to go get started on the project of the day, guys. We're going to be working in the green area over here. I'm really liking how Cable did that kind of tavern, which I may still move. I haven't decided yet, but how Kash has done this kind of more natural area. So there's something I need to do, a little bit of automation. But then also I'm thinking about adding in just a cave like this, and I'm calling it like a green space, like a park almost, but it's going to be functional at the same time. So I need to grab some stuff, and then I'll meet you right back here. So here we are, we're back. I've got all my project shulkers, well, at least the beginnings of my project shulkers, and we're going to use this wall right here. So this is where our green area meets up with our purple royal district. I wanted to put this kind of park, kind of green space over here to be close to where the king can come visit it. So we're going to use this entire wall right here. I'm going to make it almost cave-like. I'm thinking about doing kind of a dual entrance way, so there'll be like an entrance there, and it'll, yeah, just open up. But I think right now I'm just going to tear out most of this, and there's just all this space back here that's going to serve us well. But I've come to the realization of something, guys. When I start a project, I don't clean up after myself. Let me show you. Like, it's truly insane how many shulkers are just littered throughout our base. There's shulkers there, there's shulkers there, there is shulkers down here, everywhere. Ow. I need to really clean up after myself. Like, this is insane how many shulkers are just everywhere. So, I'm gonna collect them all up first, and I'm gonna lay them out right up here. Up here, they're going to be laid out. I need to start tackling this shulker monster that is kind of just sprawled out all over our base. And I don't think I fully comprehend how many shulkers are around our base, but there's more. Look, I want to lay them all out right here to slowly tackle them over time. Because if they're just scattered about, they're kind of almost out of sight, out of mind. But that needs to end. We need to solve this shulker monster problem. So I'm going to grab them all up, because I seriously have no idea how many shulkers are just littered throughout our base. This is just a little bit ridiculous, guys. Little bit ridiculous. 119. There are 119 shulkers that I'm walking on right now. This is a problem. I need to fix this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through every single one of these shulkers right now and just find any that are full with the same material. I'm sure there's like that prime example. That's just a shulker full of stone that was probably laying out somewhere from a previous project that I thought I needed a bunch of stone for that I didn't need a bunch. So that'll be nice. That'll add to our collection of stone. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through all of these one by one. That's a lot of shulkers. Oh man. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through all of these and find any that are full, and I'm gonna get rid of those right now. That'll help. That's so sad. Two stacks of dirt in that one, or grass. Up that was a full one. Let's take that one. Yeah, this is my life right now, guys. This is my life. So let me finish this up, and yep, there's another. Let me finish this up. That's 3. Okay, only a lot more to go. And then we'll move on to our project because I really want to get this done today. So Kash just came online and discovered what I have been doing and instantly asked what is going on. So since last cut, I actually put away 36 shulkers. ignored this bit here. So the line went all the way down here, and all those disappeared, and I felt very proud of myself. And then as I was flying around, I found these shulkers too. So that's very depressing. It seems like I didn't put away anything, but I absolutely put away a lot. And yeah, Kash is now. I told her the plan, and she's gonna help out. So she's gonna start consolidating stuff. I have a different plan ahead of me. I think I'm gonna put some empty shulkers down and start going through them. And if I can consolidate more full shulkers, that's gonna be the plan, as opposed to taking a little bit here and a little bit there down to storage. I think it'll help. But I've also done a bit of work over here. Not great by any standard yet, but it's gonna give you an idea of what I'm trying to do here. I don't think I'm gonna go with grass though. So imagine that a lot of this is concrete powder and green concrete powder and brown concrete powder, which I don't have any brown dye, which is partially why I'm making this place. So this place is gonna serve two purposes, and it's gonna get nighttime, and Phantom's gonna eat my face. So let's try to be quick. So this is gonna be a cave, right? I'm thinking about doing a bigger lake back here, so I want this to go further back that way. Gonna have benches, gonna have trees, but really what this place is gonna be for is gonna be for brown dye. I'm gonna have somewhere in here, I'm not sure where yet, there's gonna be some jungle trees with cocoa beans and stuff and things, so we can make cocoa bean powder, brown dye, stuff, things. I can't talk. And the reason we're doing this is because the little patches of dirt over there, I want to do with brown concrete powder and concrete instead. Kash had a thing from a previous season, a mountain that had that in there, and I thought it looked fantastic, as opposed to dirt. So we're going to go with that instead, but we don't have any brown dye, so that's why we're doing this. So I'm going to get Kash to help me with this. She did a really good job on that last little bit over there, and here they come. They're going to eat my face. So I'm gonna stop now and take care of these guys and have Kash come help me. So I will see you guys in a little bit. So I finished up this new cave edition that we're gonna be having all of our green space with some park area and our cocoa bean farm. And it took about a shulker full of stone to get this done. And the time it took me just to do that, Kash finished all of this. It's all gone. I don't know. She's insane. I don't know how she does it. She went through all of these shulkers. She just kind of did it. I don't know how, or yeah, it's insane. It's truly insane how she was able to accomplish that task in such a small amount of time. I mean, this probably took about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and she was able to go through all those remaining shulkers out there. Now, the only remaining shulkers we have anywhere else is those ones that I'm currently using, and I promise I will have those gone. I swear I will not do what we've done. But yeah, this room, I've got a couple ideas for it, and I've been mostly thinking about how I'm going to get this cocoa beans, working in here. Initially, I thought about having some nice big tall trees with the jungle logs and just having the cocoa beans on it, but that's a 12 high pillar, and that's pitched in push limit right there. So I think this is going to be a very manual farm, which I'm fine with. I mean, once I have enough cocoa beans for brown dye, I'm really not going to need it. This is just kind of a nice solution to place this here for this other space that I already had planned. I could possibly get it into the walls in these kind of more recessed areas. I just haven't decided what I'm going to go with yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. So I think I might just play with some stuff and things. I want to probably decorate a bit more before I even try to tackle that stuff. Because once I figure out what I'm going to do with this, it's going to be easy. So I think I'm going to add the pond in. I'm going to add in some bushes. Scavenge for what little brown dye I have. Maybe I'll actually just use that pillar right there, and yeah. Let's go find out. I don't know how much brown dye I have. So I can't remember ever really getting cocoa beans. I know I found a jungle or two, but I don't know. So I keep all of my dyes underneath the colored glass. That makes the most sense to me. Brown. Are they in the shulker boxes, maybe? I don't know. Let's take a look. That's all wither roses. More wither roses. Nope, no brown dye. It's a good thing I know a guy who happens to have some. That's right, ladies and gents, we are at Cable Guy's place. He, I know, has a cocoa bean farm because it was making him oh so mad when we were pranking him with all the eggs because they kept ending up in his system. And they're gonna keep ending up in the system for some reason, so I'm just gonna snag. Let's go with 2 stacks. I'm sure he won't miss it. Yeah, he'll be fine. You know what? While we're at it, might as well just give this chicken some friends. You know, it is what it is. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. But let me head back, and we'll keep going on this project. So when I was working on this new room that I've been working on, I got really tired, and I just couldn't finish it. So it's not quite done yet. I'm going to show it to you in a moment. But right before I logged off for the night, I came to my AFK spot, and a server member, Layar, asked me if I had any gunpowder to spare. And I was like, yeah, I've got tons of this stuff. She wanted a ton, and I said, yeah, just come take 10 double chests worth. And she's like, how much do you want? I said, nothing, free of charge. And I log in this morning, and there's that. So that's Eliza, that's Layara. Yeah, so I don't know what's in here. I'm assuming it's something, but it looks like there's an order to this. So it says lime, yellow, cyan, red. So let's try to organize this a bit. It's nice to have a couple new heads. That's kind of cool. So let's do that. Let's do that. Grab it. There we go. Okay, so first is lime. So let's open up the lime. Okay, oh, the shulkers are numbered. Oh, that's convenient. But they're just full of a story. High, sober, comma, a comma. Yeah, this is gonna take a minute. I'm gonna grab a book and quill and figure out what they're trying to tell me in this whole shenanigans. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, it's all written out in this amazing book that I called A Diamond Story. Hi, Sober. First of all, thanks very much for helping me with this gunpowder. As I still wanted to give you something for it, Eliza and I thought it would be a good idea to make you laugh, which it absolutely did when I read all this individually. It was a slow read. So we hope you appreciate this. And keep in mind, we love you. That's sweet. But as we still have some more diamond left for you, and we are having way too much fun doing this, we'll just continue for a while. I think they just kind of ran out of ideas at this point, and they wanted to fill in all the diamonds with text. But because we have stuff to do, and we kind of bored, we will stop for now. It's the for now that's a little bit concerning for me. Eliza likes to mess with people from time to time, and I don't think that's gonna bode too well for us. So I'm gonna put all this in my little private storage to deal with later. So let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, sign, book, done. Okay, let me head back up top and I'll show you the progress I've made on this new room. So quite a bit's happened in here, guys. I've done a little bit of work, and it took a ton more green concrete powder than I thought it would. I've got some jack-o'-lanterns underneath here just to give some more light to the ground level. I tend to do this where I make really large flat areas, and when I want to decorate like this is really the only thing I can do, and it's a little upsetting. I wish there was some invisible light sources. It would make a lot of things a lot better looking, in my opinion. But I've done some texturing on the walls. It's not quite done yet. I've only kind of went as far as I could reach for the most part. A little bit higher with the basalt, just because I didn't feel like going back over it again. But I'm probably going to have to do it up there. I'm probably going to have to put some scaffolding up to reach these upper bits, though, unless I do it from the outside, which I don't think will turn out as well. But yeah, I did a little waterfall back there, this nice big pond. I want to add some more, I think I want to add some seagrass and kelp in here, so I think it's going to look good, and then maybe some sugarcane along the edges. But I still have some more stuff to do in here. I want to add in some trees and maybe a small kind of rock formation that isn't part of the wall somewhere over here. But I did finally decide on what to do with this cocoa beans. So it's little insets in the wall on some stripped jungle logs, and it is wired up with some redstone, which is very simple, very easy to do. There's one button here. I haven't done the other one yet, though, but just this one button will cause all the rows to shift up and then back down really fast. There we go. Easy. And it's a little over a stack on this side. I'm not sure what that one is yet because I haven't wired it up. But let me show you in the back. It's super simple. All it really is some redstone, dust, pistons, and then an observer tower. Let me get up top. Make it a little bit easier for you guys to see stuff. There we go. So from that button, it's just a quick little redstone line. Pistons are next to those iron blocks with the redstone on top. And then when the signal reaches the end, right down there, it just comes up the observer tower and pushes all the blocks back down. Really simple, really easy to do. So I'm going to finish up in here. I'll show you guys the final product, and then I'll show you kind of what I mean, why I'm going to need all this, these cocoa beans, or more specifically the brown dye, for a bunch of concrete powder that I'm going to use on the outside of this place. So let me finish this room up. Hopefully Kash comes online soon, because I'm on the struggle bus a little bit on this place. I think she can make it look a little bit better than what I've got going on. But yeah, this will be done, and then I'll show you what I want to work on outside. only a couple hours later, guys, and this is one of my new favorite places in our base. I think it turned out so fantastic. So what I've done is I've done some similar paths to what I've done before, and honestly, I learned a lot of this from cable. But I just kind of varied up the block palette. Normally, we add in some gravel and other gray blocks, but I thought this place needed a bit more color. We've got tons of gray on the wall, and I thought just doing these more brown tones overall, I think it looks great. I added in 4 custom trees. Where's the other one? Over there. And I modeled these off the ones Sham has done. Now, I did have some fishies in here, and they're actually there, but they kept going up that waterfall and were splashing out of the water, so I may in the future try to figure that out. But even without the fish, I think this place is looking really good. I got a couple little picnic tables over here and here, and then a couple little park benches. That way, you know, you can come here with your significant other and just watch the make-believe fish, I guess. But yeah, I've really enjoyed how this turned out. But let's go do the next thing. What we need to do is we need to incorporate all of this brown concrete powder that I've made now with our cocoa bean supply, and I need to show you what I mean when I want to add this in as opposed to dirt. Now I've thought about it. I might still keep some dirt in our mountain, but honestly, I could go either way. I just want to see how this looks. Hopefully, it'll turn out really well based off of what Kash did way back in Season 3. So I'm going to go find a spot probably on the north side of our mountain. That side is more complete, and I'll be right back. Before I land, I wanted to show you guys this because Kash has been working really hard at this. Now, some of you may not remember, but this is where our raid farm, or our bad omen farm is, and when I first kind of dug out this area, there was a lot of flat walls. So Kash has been working, and she's still working right up there. She's been working over the last week or so, week and a half or so, to get this place looking a lot better. Like, there was literally sheer cliffs on these sides here. And now she's trying to incorporate, you can still see some remnants of it. Hey, buddy. You can see some remnants over there, where she's trying to just terraform it a bit more. And honestly, Kash is fantastic. You're the bestest. I'm gonna hit you. There we go. Gotta give her a little love tap every now and then. Uh-oh, she's coming after me. So, here we are, guys. Hi, Kash. Yeah, Kash got a new skin. I don't know if I've shown that. There it is. The horns and everything. She's evil. So this is the north side of our mountain. This is the only spot where we have some dirt, and I thought doing some placement of this brown concrete powder here would be best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mix in some of it with, when it's not powder, with just brown concrete and some powder. And I think I might try to do something like to where it slowly gets lighter. So let's grab that. So it'll gradually go up. Now Kash, when she did it, also incorporated some, I think it was black terracotta. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And yeah, we're just going to test it out and see. So I'm going to find a good spot. Probably somewhere over there, because I really want to see it like kind of near where the dirt is. So let's see. Let's try. I want to do this. I want to put this shulker down to where you can stop shooting me. To where you can see both that and also where I'm going to put this new stuff, which is probably going to go somewhere over here. So let's do that. And this will be the last shot, and when I come back, I'll try to get almost identical placement. So I gotta say, this is a very stark difference in between these two blocks. The brown concrete powder is just so much brighter. It's such a more saturated color of brown than the dirt itself. The dirt itself actually has gray in it, and it blends kind of nicely with the stone, but I'm really liking how this is just popping. Now, the other thing that I'm gonna have to do eventually with this thing is get a ton of string. There is string on all of these blocks here to prevent snow from coming, and I've been doing a bit of AFKing at our spider farm we made in like episode 2, I think, of this season. To get all of this string right here. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I might still do both, but I'm really liking how that brown concrete powder is looking. It's really kind of growing on me. I gotta talk to Kash and see what she thinks. She had to go for a minute, so hopefully she comes back soon and we can be working on this in the near future. Now, I'm not doing any more of that today, guys. I really want to get the mountain done before I start doing any of that detail work, which is going to include all that brown concrete powder, plus some other things. But we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, I'm just gonna bask in my, one of my new favorite rooms in this place, and I hope you guys like it too. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. This place was a bit of a challenge for me, but I think I pulled it together. I hope you agree with me. But until next time, you guys have a good one.